Tunisia will take on England at the Volgograd Arena in Russia. They'll be hoping to score Africa's first goal at the tournament. Tunisia were the first African team to register a World Cup victory when they beat Mexico 3-1 back in 1978. However, the Eagles of Carthage will be without star player Yousseff Msakni, who has missed the trip to Russia with a knee injury. England beat Tunisia 2-0 in the last time the two met at a World Cup in 1998 and will be hoping to repeat the feat. However, Tunisia have done their research and are confident in their game plan.
The opening match is decisive. It shows if the team is ready for the World Cup. We still remember the 1998 face-to-face with England. We lost 20 years ago. Now we can win or at least guarantee a draw because Tunisia has a good team.
Head coach Nabil Maaloul held a press conference on Sunday. He announced that the team is ready physically and mentally and added that the absence of striker Yousseff Msakni will not affect the Eagles of Carthage.
The staff is confident that the absence of the squad star Msakni will not change anything. There are no new absences or injuries. Drawing matches with Turkey and Portugal and losing 1-0 to Spain is a positive result.
England is a team of stars, but everything is possible with modern football. The Eagles of Carthage, they should be more careful in the last 10 minutes of the match because that's when we usually lose concentration and lose the game. The coach insisted on defense in the last training session on Sunday.
Hundreds of Tunisian football fans have traveled to Russia, and over 10 million Tunisians will be in front of their screens to watch the game.
Our hearts are in Russia with the national team. We believe in the Eagles of Carthage.
In 2016, England lost to Iceland in the last European Championship. Many Tunisians believe that the national squad could make a surprise run in Russia. In 1978, 1998, 2002 and 2006, the Tunisia football team qualified to the FIFA World Cup but failed to make it to the second round. Now football analysts assert that the North African team must show a good performance after 12 years of absence, regardless of the result. Adnan Shawishi, CGTN, Tunis.
Let's go live to Moscow and to Dan Williams. Dan, Africa is still waiting for a goal in Russia. Quite some disappointment here for the continent. Is Tunisia the team to do that for Africa, do you think?
Well, they have a real possibility, no doubt about that. Certainly we might well see a shock resort. It could be that an Africa team actually ends up drawing, not losing one, that's for sure. And we might well see that goal. There's a number of reasons why Tunisia should feel confident going into this one, not least in the build-up. They managed to almost hold Spain to a draw. They did hold Portugal to a draw in the build-up to this. In the qualifying group as well, they were unbeaten, only conceding 4 goals in their final qualifying group stage. So there's a number of reasons why they certainly won't need to feel inferior to this England side, ranked, 21 in the FIFA World Rankings, the highest ranked Africa team. So all of those things together point towards Tunisia being able to certainly hold their own. And added to that, of course, this is an inexperienced and young England side. There is no doubt a number of talented individuals and players amongst this England side, but it's by no means perhaps the golden generation of a few years ago, and really the expectations are low, and there's no doubt that England will allow opportunities. There will be chances for Tunisia, and if they take 1 or 2 of those, then we may well just see a bit of a shock in Volgograd.
Well, another African team, Senegal, will be in action on Tuesday against Poland. So what are the chances of them repeating that 2002 opening tie success?
Well, certainly El Hadji Diouf, the former Senegal forward, I spoke to him before the tournament, and he seemed pretty confident that this Senegal side can at least get out of the group. And of course, for this particular opening match against Poland, these are two sides with, in a way, some similarities, not least the fact that they both have a real star player. Of course, for Poland, they've got Robert Lewandowski, of course, the Bayern Munich striker, who scored 16 goals from 10 games in qualifying, and so much is expected from him. And he really is their talisman, similar to Zlatan Ibrahimovic with Sweden, if you like. While for Senegal, you've also got the likes of Sadio Mane, the Liverpool forward who scored 20 goals last season, 10 of those in the Champions League. So he appears to like the big stage as well. So very similar, if you like, just having that kind of star player, both giving these sides a cutting edge that perhaps some of the other sides do not have. So with that in mind, of course, we also got to remember that Poland's defence is also pretty vulnerable, only 2 clean sheets as well. So the likes of Sadio Mane will hope to make the most of that, and we could well see some celebrations from Senegal and, of course, for Africa after the disastrous way this World Cup has started for African teams.
All right, and we are very much looking forward to that. Dan Williams for us in Moscow.